This channel presents The X-Files meets Twilight Zone with a dash of Scooby-Doo, The Unknowns. Okay, maybe it's better if I start over. We live in a world where every shadow seems to hide an alien, and every bright light means Area 51. And let us be honest, UFOs make for fantastic headlines. It's lights in the sky, little green men, and government conspiracies. Not to mention all the fun sound effects. Cue the spooky music. Oh, and watch out for those close encounters. But is any of it real? Well, here's the hard part. While I don't want to disappoint any would-be Area 51 tour guides, it's probably best to approach this topic with a healthy dose of skepticism. After all, the truth is often stranger than fiction, and sometimes closer to comedy than anything else. I mean, who hasn't laughed at the thought of Martians wearing ray guns and trying to conquer Earth only to find their spaceships are made of tinfoil and Elmer's glue? Okay, I admit it. That was pretty lame. But my point is simple. When dealing with unidentified flying objects, it's important to separate fact from fiction, and that's exactly what I intend to do today. I'll tell you what we know, what we think we know, and what remains a total wild goose chase. And hey, if along the way I manage to raise a few eyebrows, or maybe even spark some healthy debate, then all the better. After all, as Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Now, before we take off on this cosmic journey, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever seen something in the sky that you couldn't explain? Do you have a friend who swears they once encountered a UFO? Let me know in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe your story will be the one that cracks this cosmic case wide open. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You never know when I might share a scary story that will leave you sleeping with the lights on. Now buckle up. This is going to be one heck of a ride. Okay, let's go back to basics. What exactly is a UFO? As it turns out, the term doesn't necessarily refer to an alien spacecraft. In fact, UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object. And yes, I know that might seem obvious. However, it's crucial to remember that not every UFO sighting is evidence of extraterrestrial activity. Some are just misunderstood planes, stars, or balloons. Others might be hoaxes or misinterpretations. It is important not to jump to the conclusion that any UFO sighting is proof of little green men. I mean, unless of course, you're organizing a Martian invasion, in which case cue the ominous music and bring on the spaceships. Just remember, a lack of explanation doesn't automatically mean aliens. Of course, that doesn't stop some people from trying. Over the years, various governments and private organizations have investigated UFO sightings. The most well-known of these is perhaps Project Blue Book, officially titled Project Blue Book. It was conducted by the United States Air Force between 1952 and 1969. Its main purpose, to catalog and investigate UFO sightings that might pose a threat to national security. But did it uncover any evidence of extraterrestrial life? Well, the answer is both fascinating and frustrating. You see, Project Blue Book analyzed hundreds of UFO cases. Some were explained as mundane things like weather balloons, satellites, or airplanes. Others remained unexplained. So what does this mean? Does the unexplained automatically mean aliens? Well, not necessarily. While Project Blue Book didn't find conclusive proof of extraterrestrial visitors, it also didn't rule out the possibility. In fact, one of the most famous UFO cases remains a mystery to this day, the Roswell incident. In July 1947, a rancher found debris from a crashed object near Corona in New Mexico. Initially, the local newspaper reported it as a flying disc. However, the next day, the military intervened, claiming it was a weather balloon. Over the years, conspiracy theories have run wild, with some believing the government covered up evidence of an alien crash. Official investigations have provided conflicting accounts, adding fuel to the fire. In 2018, the U.S. Air Force released previously classified documents related to the Roswell incident. These included witness statements and analysis of the debris. While they shed new light on the case, they didn't offer a definitive answer. As for whether it involved extraterrestrials, well, the jury's still out. And that's just one case among many that Project Blue Book investigated. Now let's talk about the Fermi paradox. This is a bit like saying, if there are so many stars out there, why haven't we found any aliens yet? Or to put it another way, if space is so big and full of planets, why haven't we made contact with an extraterrestrial civilization? Well, there are many theories. Maybe intelligent life tends to destroy itself before reaching interstellar capabilities. Think about it. If a species is advanced enough to colonize other worlds, it's probably also capable of wiping itself out through war, natural disasters, or, well, let's face it, reality TV, or perhaps life elsewhere in the universe is so rare that we haven't encountered it yet. Think of it like searching for a needle in a haystack, except the needle is a radio signal and the haystack is a galaxy. Or maybe, just maybe, we are alone in the universe. And that's okay, because if we are, then we get to keep the planet to ourselves. No more worrying about intergalactic parking tickets or lawn gnomes from Mars. Hey, at least that's one theory that doesn't involve pesky little green men. Alright, let's play a game. Close your eyes. Picture the typical UFO. Got it? Good. Now what does it look like? A shiny silver disc with flashing lights and a classic sci-fi movie soundtrack playing in your head. Right. Well, it turns out that mental image might not be too far off. You see, UFOs are often described as flying objects with unusual lighting. And while that sounds pretty vague, there might be a reason behind it. Our eyes are naturally drawn to light, especially if it's unexpected or moving. Imagine you looking up at a clear night sky, and suddenly you see a bright light streaking across it. Your first reaction might be to assume it's a shooting star. But then you notice it's moving in an unusual pattern, almost like it's changing direction or hovering. Suddenly you're on high alert, trying to make sense of what you're seeing. This is essentially how many UFO witnesses describe their experience. They see a light in the sky that seems to behave in an unexpected manner. It's as if the universe itself is putting on a personal light show just for them. And let's face it, who wouldn't be intrigued by that? And that's the thing about UFOs. They tap into our innate curiosity about the unknown. We've been exploring the skies since we first looked up and wondered what lay beyond the clouds. It's part of what makes us human, our desire to understand, to explore, and to seek out the truth, whether or not we find it. After all, the universe is a vast and mysterious place, and we've only scratched the surface of what it has to offer. So while we might not have all the answers when it comes to UFOs, one thing is certain: our curiosity will keep propelling us forward. We'll keep looking up, searching for answers among the stars. And who knows, maybe one day we'll find them. Or maybe we'll find something even more extraordinary. But until then, the search itself is the adventure. It's the journey of discovery that drives us to explore the unknown, to question what we see, and to marvel at the mysteries that surround us. In the end, whether we find aliens or not, we're left with a deeper appreciation for the vastness of the universe and our place within it. And that, my friends, is a journey worth taking. Well, that's it for today's cosmic voyage. I hope I've managed to separate the wheat from the chaff and shed some light on the murky world of UFOs. Remember, just because something flies doesn't mean it's little green friendly. And just because we have found aliens yet, does mean they're not out there waving their ray guns in excitement? Until next time, keep looking up and questioning what you see. And remember, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. I'm curious, what do you think? Did I manage to land this plane safely, or did I crash and burn? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want more content like this, consider subscribing. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through the cosmos. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep looking up. You never know what you might find.